Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat. If you haven't already been, congratulations if you have made it this far in my video series, How to Find an Apartment Without Going Insane. And if you haven't seen the other two parts of this video, I recommend you do check it out. There is some helpful information there. In this video, I'm going to talk about now that you have the apartment that you want to see, you've already made your list, you've already used all the websites, you've got your Spanish friend, and you have a Spanish SIM card and all these things. Now we're gonna go into, once you arrive to the apartment or you're on the phone with the apartment, what to say and how to close the deal. Okay, let's go. If you're talking on the phone, the first thing you can say is to ask if the room is still available. La habitación está disponible todavía? Is the room still available? Or the apartment, el piso está disponible todavía? You can also say you're interested. Is the room still available? Me interesa tu anuncio. ¿Está disponible todavía la habitación? Or something like this. This is kind of funny, I have to even put on the list, but many times in Madrid you're gonna call and the room is not still available and they just forget to take it off Idealista or what other website that they have. The second question you want to ask is what is included with the price. ¿Qué está incluido con el precio? Sometimes the Wi-Fi is included, the water, but the lights and gas you have to pay for. Sometimes all the utilities are included, so it's very good to ask to make sure. The third question is how many rooms does the apartment have in total? ¿Cuántas habitaciones hay en total? Or ¿cuántas habitaciones tiene el piso? How many rooms does the apartment have? This is important to know because the majority of apartments in our price range as auxiliares are investors that buy apartments, chop them into little rooms, and rent them out. So is that an experience you want to be living where you have 10 other roommates, or do you prefer to have roommates that are just 3 other roommates? This is something you have to decide. Number 4 is who are your roommates? ¿Quiénes son los compañeros? This is important because if you're gonna be living with students, maybe it's gonna be a little bit noisier than if you were to live with people that are also working like you. This is also important to know the time schedule where if everyone is working in the house, you do have to consider that in the morning you might be fighting for the bathroom. Number 5 is what are the rules of the house? ¿Cuáles son las normas de la casa? Many times, many times when you're renting an apartment, they don't allow you to bring friends over, they don't allow you to do certain things. So it's very good to make sure you understand the rules of the house before you decide to stay there for the next year. Number 6 is asking about the area. Are there supermarkets near? Maybe there's something else important to you like the metro, the train. Ask, ¿hay supermercados cerca? Are there supermarkets close? Is there a library close? Is there a park close? ¿Hay un parque cerca? ¿Hay una biblioteca cerca? El metro está cerca. These things are important and you can change the noun depending on what you obviously are looking for. The 7th thing you should ask is the apartment noisy or is it noisy at night? ¿Hace ruido por la noche? ¿Hay ruido por la noche? ¿Es ruidoso por la noche? Ooh, that's a hard one. Is it noisy at night? Is the room noisy? Is the house noisy? Because sometimes if you're in the center of Madrid, you can be in a very noisy location and it's important for you to know if you're very sensitive to sound. And number 8 is when can you enter? When is the room available for you to enter? ¿Cuándo se puede entrar? When can I enter? ¿Cuándo puedo entrar? When can I enter the room? This is important to know because sometimes they are showing the room, but the room isn't available for another month or 2 months or something like that. So it's very important that you ask. Okay, number 9 is ¿cuánto sería la fianza? How much is the deposit? In general, most deposits is 1 month rent or un mes corriente, which is the current month, 1 month deposit. Un mes de fianza. But sometimes they ask for 1 extra month of deposit, so it's 2 months deposit and 1 month of the current month. And if you're working with an agency, you're gonna have to pay 1 month rent, 1 month deposit, and 1 month to the agency. So it's important you also ask this to know how much money you need to give them to start the contract. Also, number 10, the last one is there a contract? If you're not gonna be working with an agency or one of these investors, a lot of times people just sublet out their room and you don't have a contract. I personally would always try to get a contract so you can cover your behind if they don't want to pay you the deposit at the end of the year, or some other thing that comes up, which seems always comes up. Also, when you are renting an apartment, make sure when you after you already have the apartment to take a picture of the room, so later you can compare it to make sure they don't try to take the deposit. This has happened to me before, where they said I broke the floor and the floor was broken before I got there. So make sure you always take pictures, and just like you're renting a car, you're renting a room for the year, make sure you cover your own behind. Okay, I think I've covered it all. I think with those 10 questions, you have enough to confidently go on your own to view these houses and not need a Spanish friend. But if you have a Spanish friend, that's also more convenient and a little bit better. I have a bonus question. My bonus question is, ¿Qué quieres saber de mí? What do you want to know about me? You're gonna be living with this other person or renting out this room. It's also important for them to know a little bit about you. Okay, thanks so much for watching this video. This series is finally over, yay. If there's anything I missed and some other questions you would like to know how to say in Spanish, put them down in the comment box and I will be happy to reply to you and help you answer those questions. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.